This way, and be quick about it.
What's the deal with the gate, man?
It's far more than that, as I'm sure you've now come to realize. It's a security system designed to rebuff highwaymen and their ilk.
You sure you need it? Place seems safe enough to me.
For now, yes, but it's only a matter of time until Osirius falls. And then even your most loyal knights will turn to outlawry.
Maester, you do not mean that.
Oh, but I do. I assume it's already begun, in fact. Why else would royalty trek into the hinterlands if not to beg for help? You two, wait outside.
Maester.
This isn't a show. They will only get in the way. Or are you so unmanned by a doctor, you need your mistress to hold your hand?
Hate to interrupt, but I happen to be a semiomancer too. See? You won't even notice me. Promise. I just want to watch. Whatever tech you used for that arm could help a lot more people, you know?
Fine, but not a word from you. You, Filberto's girl. You know your herbs?
Uncle Midas, my name's Nina. Nina!
Well, Nina, let's see whether or not you can follow orders. Bring me 2 sprigs of lavender and Artemis leaf each. Dried, not fresh.
Yeah, I'm on it.
And you?
Raymond.
Raymond. You're free to watch. But better keep that orb of yours in line.
I'll do my best. You catch that, Duma? Be on your best behavior for the dock.
What a rum thing. Now... So you collapsed in Rythal? Experiencing any other symptoms?
Keep this to yourself. For about a month's time, I've not been feeling quite myself. It was around then that I noticed a peculiar darkening of the skin at my shoulder.
Half a year. Then you will lose all function of your arm.
What?
I can craft a new prosthetic for you, but it will be of inferior make. Its performance will suffer as well. You have no choice but to change your lifestyle greatly, lad.
And there's nothing to be done?
There was, 14 years ago.
Then, Maester, I've a favor I must ask of you.
Unless it concerns your arm, you waste your breath. I have no patience for royalty or their dogs.
14 years ago, huh?
Well, what news?
I have failed. My pleas for appeals fell on deaf ears.
What do I care about that? I speak of your arm. Will it heal?
Right, of course. He tells me I will lose all use of it within the year.
But surely he can craft for you a new one, right?
He may once have been able to, yes, but that was 14 years ago. Highness!
Maester Felgreed, I throw myself upon your mercy. I beg you, create a new prosthesis.
You know my answer.
I beseech you, do me this one kindness, and I swear by all my forefathers that you shall never again have to see another of my line.
Is that truly why you ventured into this backwater? To give your retainer a health check?
I confess that was not my aim at first, but now I am here for no other purpose than to see my dearest friend well at last. I entreat you, Maester, help him.
The materials I'd need were lost to your kingdom 14 years ago. Nothing short of time travel can see that prosthetic of his made new.
This cannot be.
This is the best I can offer him now. I was warned that the arm mightn't last into adulthood, so I prepared this just in case. With some adjustments, it should provide you with more than enough mobility to lead an ordinary life. But not one of knighthood.
Still, that's a fancy piece of gadgetry. How's it powered?
For no semiomancer, you're quite perceptive.
Busted.
It's plain to see there's no semiomantic connection between you and your orb, and yet still it heeds your command. I confess I've never seen anything like it. How does it work?
That's the million-fall question, isn't it? Sure would be great if you could help us answer it, though.
You think I'll be cozened by such tricks?
Come on, man. If this kingdom goes down, it's taking you with it.
If Asarius' fate rests entirely on my shoulders, then they deserve what's coming.
Maester!
End of discussion. However, I've a responsibility to see to your arm, one I won't neglect. Anything beyond that is none of my concern.
As you wish.
No, Highness.
I have witnessed firsthand how much this village has come to rely upon you. I cannot in good conscience deprive these people of your services. I ask only that you provide Albaird with the care he so rightly deserves.
Wow.
Distress signal received. Distress signal received.
Huh?
Confirmed. Edis affiliated. Escape craft. Entering current orbit. Analyzing call signal. Executive Officer Elena on board.
Already? But how? Something's wrong.
Who speaks? And what's that map?
Not now. Elena? Elena, come in!
Ray, my escape craft has just entered Aster 4's gravitational field. But the attitude control systems can't be operated manually. Deceleration is impossible. Here are my projected landing coordinates.
Got it. See you soon. And stay safe, okay?
I will certainly try. Over.
What the heck was that?
Sorry, guys, but something came up. Gonna need to leave you for a bit.
Over my dead body.
This is serious!
I'm aware, so why then think to go off alone?
Maester Felgreed, I'm afraid we must leave you for now. Albaird and I have sworn to assist Ray in locating his companions. Where he goes, so must we. However, upon our return, I would ask that you tend to Albaird's arm. Ray, let's hurry.
Thanks. She's coming in too hot.
I'm sorry. She has landed in treacherous terrain. She is beyond our help, if she survived at all.
Yeah, damn it!
Come.
Maester?
You mean to get to that meteorite? Then follow me.
Thanks, man. I owe you.
You are good to help us, Maester. Thank you.
I do this for my village, not for you.
Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself that.
Enjoy your rest. The meteorite likely fell near the Galka Shrine. It's not very far from the village. Come, this way. Follow the side road until you reach the shrine. Be quick about it. The structure in the center is the Galka Shrine. Let's see what awaits us inside.
Elena! Son of a... Elena!
Need some assistance? Albaird, take the other side. We three ought to suffice.
Ray.
Status?
Right leg and left arm have sustained heavy damage. Neural circuitry offline in both right hand and left leg. Symbol drive is non-functional at the moment. Current power is being supplied from reserve energy source. In maintenance mode, I have, at most, 56 hours remaining. Advanced processing functions are also limited, preventing movement.
Right. How can I help?
Due to depleted energy levels, I will be unable to perform repairs myself. Furthermore, I can no longer salvage the parts I need from this damaged craft.
Crap. So what are we supposed to do?
Take me offline and destroy me. It is imperative that we prevent our technology from falling into the hands of anyone here.
Are you crazy? What kind of captain would I be if I told my crew to start offing themselves? There's another way out of this. I know it.
Of course.
The equipment this life form requires to reconstruct itself can most likely be recovered from your downed escape pod.
Well, you certainly pick very convenient times to start talking.
I speak only when necessary. Such is my programming.
And thank you for deciding to pipe up now, because you're absolutely right. My escape pods barely sustained any damage. Think that'd work for you, Elena?
I don't see why not. So long as you can collect enough of what I need. I should be able to restore my motor control systems to previous output levels. Here, this should be everything.
Thanks. You go into maintenance mode. Save your energy best you can. Just keep a comm channel open for me, got it?
Understood.
Ray, I take this to mean we are returning to the site of your ship?
You mind? It's kinda out of the way.
It may be, but we do not mind. We agreed to assist you in the search for your crew, and we intend to honor that agreement.
Wait. Don't know about you guys, but personally, I am super confused. I won't ask you to explain now, but you will tell us what's going on eventually, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You said there was another meteorite not unlike this one, did you not?
Huh? Yeah? Why?
I should like to see it. Therefore, I shall be joining you.
Oh, so now you're interested in what we're up to. How quickly we change our minds.
What did you say?
You're free to come. Glad you want to, honestly. Because your help's gonna be invaluable. You've got tech like nothing I've seen here. I'll sleep easier knowing Elena's got you in her corner.
Glad I could be your soporific.
And you're sure it's okay to leave her here alone?
She will be fine. The villagers will know better than to enter, and I doubt any of the local fiends will make it this far.
Then let's get cracking. We're on the clock here, people. Move it.
Right behind you.
So it's true then, that you have another one just like it.
Now, my pod is hidden in the Larkus wheel. It's a little bit of a trek, but one worth taking.
Pod is what it's called. The meteorite?
Well, I guess from down here, they're technically the same. Anyway, I'll explain what they are in more detail later.
We must first return via the route from whence we came. If we are lacking supplies, we may also want to consider stopping in the village of Eda along the way.
It's clear that these pods aren't meteors per se. So what exactly are they?
Well, they're small, single-passenger crafts. That's how Elena and I got here.
No vessel could fall from such an altitude in one piece. Wait, didn't you say it was broken? And if it's not broken, where in the world is it meant to be ridden?
Actually, among the stars.
The stars, you say?
So, Elena, was it? Is that strange-looking person your missing friend, Ray?
Yeah, as far as I know, Elena and at least one other should be on this planet somewhere. Being alone on a new world can be very scary, so I'd really like to find them as soon as possible.
Right. I know the feeling.
Is
there truly nothing that can be done for Elena's injuries? Some manner of first aid, at the very least.
Trust me, I would if I could. As you can see, Elena isn't exactly cut from the same cloth as we are. She's kind of past the point of first aid. All we can do now is for me to repair her. Well, with Duma's help, there's at least some hope. We'll figure something out.
Very well then. For now, let us focus on reaching the Larkus Weald.
I think my pod was just a little farther south. Let's keep moving.
Ray, hold a moment. By the looks of it, someone has stolen the march on us.
Friends of yours?
Not sure. Don't think so.
Who's there? Well, that certainly answers my question.
Move it or lose it, jerks! We don't have time for this! Enough out of you!
Retreat!
Something fishy's going on. How were they able to control the pod like that? Come to think of it, how'd they even figure out it was here in the first place?
Rather than contemplate unanswerable questions, I would advise that you focus instead on the expedient retrieval of the components the android requires.
Hey, Elena. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We found the pod. Just tell us what you need and we'll get to cutting.
Understood. First, remove the pilot seat. Behind it, you should find a panel. Open it.
We get to dismantle it. Excellent.
What? Someone's excited.
I have never seen this level of craftsmanship. What tools could produce anything with such impressive detail?
Uncle Midas, work now, ask later.
Next, I will need you to obtain the parts necessary to replace my Symbo drive unit. This will require the removal of the pod's generator. When it's removed, you will be unable to make any more long-range subspace communications.
Roger that. Let me call my brother real quick then. See if I can't get him to hurry it up a little. Computer, get me Antonio Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection.
What? Fine, then try my dad. Get me Raul Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection. Long-range subspace communication. May be unable to reach the Vergold system at this time.
What the hell?
Ray, listen. So long as you're stranded here, you can't afford to lose your lines of communication. My recovery will have to wait.
Sorry, but my captain's intuition is telling me otherwise. We're getting you patched up, whether you like it or not.
But...
My brother's already on his way, plus Chloe's still out there. And how am I supposed to save her without you, huh? You gotta trust me on this one, okay? Everything will be fine.
Understood. Using the parts you salvaged, you'll need to begin by repairing my circuitry, followed by both my arm and hand. At which point I should be recovered enough to repair the remainder of my body myself. Estimated time until completion, 72 hours.
Okay?
That's about the time I expected it would take. Laeticia, I know this kind of derails things, but you cool to wait around?
Of course. But Albaird and I shall make the most of it. There is little doubt that many in the region witnessed the descent of Elena's craft. We will find out what they make of it. And we may discover the identity of those we caught snooping about your ship.
I don't know.
It is not without its dangers, I grant you. But if there are more of those men out there, it may affect Elena's chances at recovery.
That's true, but it's a lot to ask.
Where friends are concerned, it is a trifle.
Count me in too. You guys will need a healer on hand in case Albaird's arm starts acting up again, right?
Your company would be a boon indeed. If my suspicions are correct and those men are with the Empire, then we will need all the help we can get.
We will return to the shrine 3 days hence. Elena should be on her feet by then.
Okay.
Let's make our way back to the Galka Shrine. We have everything we need, correct?
Yep. I double and triple checked the list, just to make sure.
Off we go then. You mentioned you came from the stars above. Are you telling me another world lies beyond the night sky?
Well, not just one. But yeah, pretty much. Far, far away, some of those tiny little dots you see are inhabited by people like me.
And these star denizens have completely different civilizations and technology than that of our own.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so.
Apocryphal, to say the least.
Whew, we're almost to the shrine. Really hoping I wouldn't have to go through this mountain more than once.
Agreed. But if it's the price I have to pay to do something truly fascinating, then I'll pay it gladly.
I appreciate it. I'm hoping you'll put those skills of yours to the test.
Further compensation for the right to challenge the unknown. I will do what I can.
This village is pretty idyllic, ain't it?
That is how you see it?
Huh?
Well, it is divorced from the cacophony and commotion of places like Delric and Rythal, which is why I chose to live here after leaving the capital. But once I actually started living here, idyllic was about the last thing I found it to be.
That's so.
Well, what do you think possessed me to erect such an ominous gate?
Ah.
The village is constantly threatened by mountain beasts, and suitable farmland is sparse. In the past, it once thrived as a place of training for the kingdom's semiomancers. But young blood these days aren't interested in coming here, and some villagers even left to the capital for work.
That's the difference between living and visiting, I guess.
Yes, but still, not everyone cares to move to the city. No matter how remote or inconvenient it is, they'll protect where they've laid their roots. Paragons of virtue as they are, I stayed to help.
You know, from what the villagers say about you, you seem like a completely different person.
I'm not one to put on airs to suit with whom I speak.
All that being said, it's obvious you love this village, and it loves you in return.
You do understand something.
Hey, you awake? Midas and I are here and ready to help. Just tell us where to start.
I doubt I'll be much help, but I am at your service.
Thank you. I suggest we begin by restoring the Symbo drive. With that online, I'll be able to maintain power without relying on my limited battery supply. A portion of the main circuit has been damaged. Could you see that it's replaced with the parts salvaged from your escape pod?
On it.
For your safety, I'll be shutting down. Bring me back online once you've finished.
What? Did she just die?
Think of it more like a deep sleep. All right, let's get to work. Hey, a little help with that?
Oh, right.
Hopefully that did the trick. Let's bring her back.
Good to see you again, Ray. Midas. The repairs you made were a success. Re-establishing Symbo Drive circuitry, diverting power. Next, I must ask you to restore the use of my arms. But that should be the last step for you both. Once you're finished, I'll be able to repair myself without too much trouble. We're almost out of the woods now.
Well now, you heard the lady. Come on, lad. Let's get to it.
Just give me a sec. Today's been a lot.
This is delicate work, Ray. Try to stay focused. Let's save what remains for tomorrow. You've been working without rest for a while now, and I'm worried that it's beginning to affect your efficiency.
I thought we were in a hurry.
Even the most skilled engineers need a solid rest every now and then.
A point well made. My stomach concurs as well.
I'm not sure what we would have done without your help.
Spare me. We both know I'm only getting in the way. Though I did learn that you people truly aren't of this world.
Since we're laying our cards on the table, what happened between you and the Crown?
Their purblind highborns decided our work did not merit continuing. The royals, fools that they are, took their side.
And now you've got it out for Laeticia?
It's not the girl I dislike, but what she represents. To aid her is to aid the kingdom. So keep your nose out of it.
Yikes. Sorry, just asking.
Warning. Hostile entity detected.
What are you doing with that thing?
Got a problem with my friend, huh?
Any friend of it is an enemy of mine. And I won't let either of you consume another world.
And I suggest you leave
Not until I ground you to dust.
Threat neutralized. Go. Warning. Energy levels low.
Use this power. You think your tricks will deter me? This is a curious phenomenon, but useless.
Throwing the towel! So damn scared!
Not even one of you will slip away. Economic ravage this world too.
What the hell are you even talking about, man?
Underestimated you. You're far more powerful than I had assumed. I was ill-prepared. You may have won today's bout, but know this. So long as you dare to remain here, you will have to contend with me.
Get back here!
Let him go. It's too dangerous. Elena's repairs also have yet to be finished.
What's going on? Who was that?
Another time, lad. Now we must finish the girl's repairs, and fast.
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings.
Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done.
What?
Was some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too!
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
Think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now, you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. All right. You guys mind waking Midas up before I...
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
Self-repairs are ongoing, but I'm at least able to operate at 70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
Ah, I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Laeticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albaird's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythal's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it.
Ahoy! Remember me, Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts? I need something like yesterday. I'll give you the deets in person, so come to my house in Belric ASAP. Do you copy? Ugh, ASAP, okay? Tick-tock, tick-tock!
Is the town of Rythal far from our current location?
Yes, to an extent. Rythal is located in Delvier, beyond the region of Larkus.
And that's after we get through the Adali region and the Larkus Weald.
After all that focused work, these mountain roads are really kicking my ass.
Just hang in there. A little farther west and we'll be out of the Adali region.
Do you need me to carry you, Ray?
That's not what I meant, damn it.
You're surprisingly more used to traveling on foot than I thought, Uncle Midas.
Surprisingly, don't treat me like I'm geriatric. I'll have you know I'm younger than Marcus. I regularly had to travel south to Larkus and Rythal from Eda for supplies on foot.
Then you must have taken this route often.
Precisely.
If we pass through here to the south, we will be in the Larkus region.
Okay, we're in the Larkus region now, right?
Indeed. Traveling south will bring us to the Delvier region, where Rythal is located. It may also be wise of us to stop and rest in the village of Larset.
The town in the south, Rythal. What is it like?
It is a bustling seaport. With the myriad of people that come to and fro, you may very well be able to glean information on the one for whom you search.
But the ships weren't moving the last time we were there.
Here's to hoping they're back up and running.
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here?
We did.
Can't help but wonder, does he have something to do with the people who downed me and Chloe's pods?
It's still too early to tell. Midas, can we be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, maybe someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology in semiomancy that neither Asarius nor the Vale Empire do. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Ugh, filthy pests!
Maester, are you alright?
I'm fine. I knew nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. But why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this. Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is ground zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please, not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay, you got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed?
Laeticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rythal is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
It's well stocked. My bad.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
nuts!
Hey, Laeticia, Albaird. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before? No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines. Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Then I choose what'll save the most people right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never gonna be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca-Lemphis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Cotarinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albaird and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Eda itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand, in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albaird can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
I will no longer suffer your insolence.
Okay.
Your manner of behavior with the princess is too familiar. You may need not act as a retainer, but might I remind you that you are addressing the princess of a kingdom. A status that befits a more appropriate demeanor.
You kidding me right now? My behavior's perfectly appropriate.
Pardon me?
Wouldn't we be outing ourselves if I acted as I would towards a princess when we're traveling incognito here?
But...
If anything, it's you who needs to change their attitude.
But how could I possibly? What am I to do?
Huh, good question. Let's see. How about cooling it with the overly respectful speaking?
That certainly is a reasonable suggestion. But am I capable of doing such?
Here, give it a shot. Something like this. Hey, Laeticia, wanna go get some grub?
Laeticia, would you wanna...
That's it. You got it. Keep going.
Get grubs?
Yeesh. Okay, we need to work on that. Hey, what's up, Laeticia?
Now, do not worry. This man is far from as frightening as he looks.
Wait, what?
See? Now, might I ask you to settle down and tell us what troubles you?
It's my papa, see? He's gone off for work and hasn't come back in. I can't even remember how long.
Oh. What sort of work does your father do?
He's a man-at-arms.
A man-at-arms? Oh, you mean a soldier? Well, if he hasn't come back, does that mean he's on a long-term deployment somewhere?
Yeah, that's why I penned in this letter all on my own. But now, I'm not so sure what to do. How can I even get it to him?
Ah, okay. Okay, now I see.
If he has been deployed for some time, I imagine he must be a guardsman along the border. But the number of soldiers appointed are numerous. It may be difficult to deliver this letter without further information.
Huh? You mean he won't get my letter?
Don't you worry a bit, little buddy. Your pal Raymond's gonna get the letter to him.
You will?
Yep, it's actually what I do for a living. So tell me, what's your name, my friend?
My name's Kettle.
All right, Kettle, my new little friend. I'm gonna get that letter to your pops, guaranteed. You can count on me.
Thanks, old Mr. Postman.
Old? Wait, do I really look that old? Be honest, is my hairline receding? Sorry about that. I know I should have asked you before agreeing to help him out.
Oh, pay it no mind, really. I was prepared to do the same myself. Let us both see the letter safely delivered to the boy's father.
Hey, Laeticia.
Oh! Goodness! Might I ask you not to spook me so?
Yeah, you're the one who scared me. What's your deal?
Oh, thank heavens you are garbed in your usual attire.
You finally cracked?
No. I simply had the most peculiar dream. You and Albaird both were dressed as bunnies and dancing around and about.
Okay.
Many believe our dreams are insights to what our waking selves fail to see. But how to explain this dream?
You think I can interpret dreams? Well, if I had to give you an answer... Doesn't this mean you want him and me to, I don't know, get along better?
Well, I would hardly portray you both as friends, but... Yes, it may be true I might find myself wishing you two not so oft at odds.
Hey! I'm trying here. He's the one with his defenses up.
Oh, that may be the source of both his troubles and his charms, I am afraid. Though, if it were to bring you two close, would you dress and dance as so?
No need. We'll get along. I mean, best buds forever, me and Albaird.
What a shame.